Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. This is Pinkie, the housewife, and I'm coming to you tonight. Um, and I'm just happy to be able to say it didn't stop raining. I'm doing good. I'm going to be going to bed soon, but I did want to drop this video out for you all. And hello to all my subscribers, all my members. Hello to my beautiful members and everything, and everyone that comes to my live and enjoy my live content. Thank you all for supporting my channel and everything. I do appreciate everything that y'all have done for me. Um, I really do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Try not to forget if you haven't subscribed. Don't forget, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the channel. Uh, Also, make sure you hit that like button. You know, that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up because that helps me to get to where I need to be as well. Okay, that helps YouTube to recommend my videos to other people that may enjoy my content. So make sure you hit that like button and then don't forget to subscribe. Hitting that like button and subscribing doesn't cost a thing, it's free. Now, if you want to go ahead and join the channel, I would appreciate that. It's only $2.99 a month to join Pinkie the Housewife and be in the Pink House along with me. All right. So if you all can do that, thank you. Now we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. And it's been a rough day with all the information that's been coming out. We're going to be talking about P. Diddy and Cassie, uh, their ex makeup artist. And she's also the makeup artist for both of them, but also she formed a friendship with Cassie, and she's been holding her secrets and information, truly her secrets, for over 14 years. And she said when she met Cassie, she was a young girl, you know. So that tells you how long she's been in the grips of this person, this monster, I would say. Okay, narcissist. Okay, but I'm not a doctor or anything. Let me just say everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. And this video that I'm making is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And this live video is covered under my channel under the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. I just want to get that on out of the way. Now we can go ahead and get started. Uh, so basically, we're actually going to be talking about her, Miss Cassie. Okay, and it's hard. She's a beautiful girl, isn't she? Beautiful girl, and to be put through stuff like this. All right, but that's who we're going to be talking about today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, let me just show a picture one more time. Beautiful dress that she has on. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get started. I do want to let me just play this. This is a video done by CNN. It's CNN. You know, I love CNN. I really do. I watch them a lot. Um, and this is her friend that's speaking out. Her friend is Miss Morales. Okay, and she's not as young as Cassie. So, it's good that she knows how to think on her feet, you know, and get her out of there when things get rough for her. Take her to a safe place. And I commend her for that. So we're going to go ahead and get started so y'all can see the video and then we'll talk more after that video. Okay, guys? So let me just pull it up for you. and I just hope you all can hear it. Um, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Uh, Let me see, can I make that a little bigger? Just give me 1 second. Okay, yes, I did. Okay, now here we go, guys. And I just hope you all can hear this.
Bring in Myla Morales. She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura, working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Myla alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness to the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Myla, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's so difficult to speak about.
I know.
Being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010. And I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No.
Guys, when she said knots all over her face, busted lips, and black eyes, that's hard. That's very hard to hear. And I'm quite sure it was very hard for her to see that and stand outside that room, because they went into the bedroom of the hotel. And for her to stand outside that room and just hear all that, the screaming, I don't think I could take hearing somebody scream and knowing what's going on. Knowing me, I probably would have opened that door. I would probably have opened that door. But before I opened that door, I probably would have opened the door to the hotel room that we're in and prop it open with a chair. So that way everybody hear this. And then go and open that bedroom door. Oh my God. Oh, that's just hard to hear. Let me just put in my disclaimer. Okay. Let me just put that up right quick. My domestic violence disclaimer, because I need that. And let me just do this before we continue. Um, Domestic violence hotline is www.thehotline.org, or you can call 800-799-SAFE. Okay. I'll leave it up there for a few minutes just in case anybody need to write it down or take a snapshot of it with your phone or whatever you may need to do. And then I'm going to put up my, go ahead. Okay, guys. And while that, let me just put up one of my disclaimers for let me just put this up as well. Because I know that's, it just hurts me. Let me just put up my trigger warning. I do want to put my trigger warning up. Okay? So y'all can see this. Mm, mm, mm. This is hard. Okay. But her speaking out and is finally speaking out. Still, although it could have been done a long time ago, but I'm not gonna say that anything against it because at least she's doing it now. You know what I mean? At least she's not still sitting silent. I commend her for speaking out. Everybody have a time and a place to speak out, and like she said, he's a very powerful person. Anything could have happened to both of them, or even her. Because seems like he doesn't play fair. He doesn't play fair on the playground. He thinks the whole playground is his. Okay, I'm going to continue, guys.
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a, a beautiful human being. And for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter. But Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, so I just didn't know what to do. I felt like I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Did she describe how she was feeling about having that happen? Did you get a sense that this was the first time?
It didn't feel like it, because it wasn't. It was almost like, I feel like she might have been embarrassed that happened in front of me.
But the incident that you're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from a hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that had now been public?
No, I was devastated when I saw that video because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room and more, so that was a hallway incident. Who knows what happened, in that room when I was outside of there. And I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, he mistreated Cassie.
He has settled the suit involving her specifically, but there are others, and there are sources that are telling CNN that the majority of the people currently suing Diddy are actually speaking to federal investigators, which indicates the Justice Department might be moving close to an indictment. So do you think that Cassie?
Now, guys, if you look at this, that is 7 cases. And I don't think this is going to be just the 7. I think more cases is going to come out. And, 2 of them are the new cases, So I don't think this is the McKinney versus Combs. That is new. And let me just look. Some of them. I'm not sure about the last one. That Rose. I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, I don't think these are the only cases that's going to come out. And let me just let you pick because this is hard.
Would testify against him if federal investigators asked her to or compelled her to?
I'm really not sure. Like I said, I can't speak for Cass, but I hope she does. I hope she does because she's the only one that would know all the information that's gone on over the years. So,
Mila, why do you think? I mean, we've heard certainly, a lot of people in the industry condemn Diddy for what they saw on that video, but it hasn't been a universal outcry within the industry specifically. Why do you think that is?
Because it's a very small industry and that we all know each other. And I feel like people are afraid to speak up about it. And the only reason why I am is because I'm a friend of Cass's, and I really care about her very much so. And I'm outraged and very, very like heartbroken about like how he's been treating her. It breaks my heart, and I just can't imagine like a man treating a woman that way. And not just a woman, but a friend of mine that I've known since she was a teenager. So, you know, I've known Cassie before all of this. So it's just, it disgusts me.
I can only imagine, of all the women that you have worked with and people who are eager to be in the industry, what they are exposed to, how they could be exploited and abused in a variety of ways. And that's why the idea that not hearing so many more people speak up is very frustrating and hurtful for so many people.
It is. It is. It is. It is frustrating
Nyla,
and hurtful, even
yeah.
for me, because I watch, I know what goes on behind the scenes, and I just can't imagine why nobody's speaking up. I mean, everyone's just hush hush and quiet. I don't know, maybe they're scared. I mean, we've all been scared, so, you know.
I hope this is a turning point, Myla
I
Morales.
think so.
I really hope it is. Thank you so much for joining me
I hope
tonight.
so.
Okay, guys, that was CNN, and that was Diddy and Cassie's ex makeup artist named Miss Morales, and this is Laura Coates live. Okay, thank you guys for being patient while I get that played for you all, and then let me just get this off here. Okay. And I do have a few more things that I want to show you all since we do have the time. Um, we're going to be talking about Miss Cassie Ventura right now. Okay. Let me see. Just give me 1 second. All right. So let me just pull up on some of this. This is something that Cassie, um, you know, for the people that follow her, some people, most people have read it, but I'm going to read it to you. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. Oh, I understand that. Not that I understand your situation, but I can imagine. I can imagine. And then let me just read this to you all. This is I'm going to just read a few of the things from her. I think it's 35 pages of her her lawsuit against Sean P. Diddy Combs. Okay. And then one day, hopefully tomorrow, we can go over the lawsuit. If you all want to, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it as a live, but I'll go ahead and read over and give all the information on that lawsuit. I'll bring up the documentation so you all can also view it at the same time. But these are some of the things. It said Mr. Combs uh, endured over a decade of his Mr. Combs endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Mrs. Ventura, the dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence in blank blank, among other violent and unlawful acts. Mr. Combs blank Miss Ventura in her home. That's the R in her home after she tried to leave him. Often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, busted lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura, and I think everybody heard about that. Uh, how he blew up the man's car, and and the reason why everybody know he did it allegedly is because he said what he was going to do, and then the car blew up. All right. Um, Forced Miss Ventura to engage in acts with male ex-workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. Run out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. Now demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. And introduce Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excess alcohol. Let me just remove this so I can read the rest of it for you, just for a second. Alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addiction. That's now you tell me whether that's not a good guy. Sounds like a monster to me. Okay, that's what it sounds like to me. Now, this is number 65 in that lawsuit. In one such instance, after a party with Jay Z, Mr. Combs beat Miss Ventura repeatedly in an escalade, including by kicking and hitting her. He forced her out of the vehicle on Fifth Avenue in New York City. She was eventually able to hail a cab and get to her apartment in Manhattan, where she cried in fear, realizing there was no one she could tell about. Now, just think about that. She gets to her apartment, still knowing that she may not be safe, because you never know. This narcissist may just pop up, and then it starts all back over again. You know. Now, this is number 67 in the case report. In the car leaving the club, Mr. Combs beat Miss Ventura, pushing her into a corner of the vehicle and stomping on her face. Gosh, how would he like uh, a man to stomp on his face? Mr. Combs' security staff, Roger Bonds, tried to stop the beating, but was unable to de escalate the situation. When the car arrived at Mr. Combs' residence, Miss Ventura attempted to run away. I don't blame you. Run, run, run. But Mr. Combs followed her and proceeded to again kick her in the face. Oh my God, girl, I would have been kicked them shoes off and just, just run, run, run as fast as you can. Even if you got to sleep out in the woods or uh, out on the ground, just getting away from him. Pull off them shoes and run and just keep walking. Hopefully, you see a car. Uh, Miss Ventura was bleeding profusely, profusely, and was ushered into Mr. Combs' home, where she began to throw up from the violent assault. Oh my God, I pray for this young lady every day since I that videotape dropped, and ever since she filed that lawsuit, I've been praying for her. On multiple occasions, Mr. Combs had Miss Ventura personal medical records sent directly to his email. For instance, when Miss Ventura began experiencing memory loss, potential due to excessive drug use in or head injuries caused by Mr. Combs' beatings, as described below. Her MRI results were provided directly to Mr. Combs. Mr. Combs also repeatedly arranged for his staff to drive Ms. Ventura to certain doctor's appointments. That's sad. That's sad. That she's not even allowed to get her own medical records. Mm. That's when you're by yourself in your own apartment and you get on that phone. Always get that doctor's card when you get in your car. In your apartment during the day. Call and just find out what your medical records say. I know that's taking a risk because I know he's probably controlling that and controlling everything else. Everything. A person like that don't let you breathe on your own. Don't let you make a decision on your own. You have to ask, or you have to beg just to use the bathroom sometime. Or just let the person know every time you go anywhere to go get something to eat or go to the bathroom or do anything. That's monstrous. That's crazy to me. But guys, mm, that's just too hard. That's too hard for anybody, especially that young lady. She didn't deserve none of this, and she didn't ask for none of this. None of this was her fault. And people ask, why did she stay for 10 years or more? All them years, 10, 14, how many years she stayed. Some women never get out of it. And the threat is so real to them. The things the person tell them, if you leave, this is what I'm going to do to you. If you leave, this is what I'm going to do to your family members. If you leave, this and that. They always, and you be too afraid because they put it through your head and keep reminding you of all the other people that they did, like all the people that he harmed or unalive allegedly. And you see how often and many times she's beaten to a pulp. And you wonder why. She can't leave. She can't leave. She's afraid. Okay? And sometimes it may take years for that person to get the courage to leave. It's not the first sign, or because they love bomb you. A narcissist is going to love bomb you first. It may took a few weeks or a few days or a few months before that love bombing went off, and then those fists and hands and feet start swinging your way. A man is stronger. He's stronger than her. She's a small framed girl. She was a teenager. She was 19, should I say. 19 or something like that when she met him. He was a grown man. A grown man. Okay? He was a person of authority to her because he was her boss. He was the owner of the record label. He knew what. Don't blame this on her. I hear people blaming her. Don't blame her. It's not her fault. That's just like saying a woman, because she wears a short skirt down the street, and it's okay for a pervert to come and grab her and throw her in his car and do all and SA her or RAPE her. That's ridiculous. Just because you may see a small child, 4 or 5 years old, and that child may just be walking around in a t-shirt up there. That child don't ask for it from a grown man. So she didn't ask for it. And I know that may not be a good example, and I apologize for if it's not. But she did not ask for this. What woman in the right mind would ask, can you beat me? Will you beat me up occasionally? Will you break my nose? Will you put knots all over my head? Will you stomp my head where I can't remember things no more? No. And I heard one person, oh my God, I could barely listen to this content creator. when she was talking. I was listening to her yesterday. Oh my God! And I don't speak out when it comes to other content creators talking on their own channel, but I had to, and I had to speak up. I had to. It just made me sick just listening to her because no matter what the young man, the other content creator was trying to explain to her, he had more sympathy for Cassie than the female did, and was the two of them. He had more compassion and love and understanding for a woman, what they go through when they are around, when they have a narcissist, abusive narcissist controlling their life. He was trying to get her to understand, and for the life of me, she couldn't understand. She kept blaming Cassie, kept blaming Cassie. And I could see it, and he wanted to, but he was keeping his composure. He tried every way to explain to her, but it was no way he could do it. And I felt hurt. I felt disgusted. I felt sick. I felt rage. And it was a pre-recorded. So I wish it was a lie that I caught. But I did leave a message. And it's not like I'm hating on her, but it was the things that was coming out of her mouth. It was sickening. It was like she was a male identifier. She was a male identifier. She reminded me of the cast on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Two particular people on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And the executive producer, I just don't understand them. I just don't understand them like I cannot understand her. But I'm going to leave that alone, guys. I am. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay? I'm just going to leave it alone. As I said, guys, please don't forget to hit the like button, the thumbs up. I need you to hit that for me because I'm almost at hitting 4,000 subscribers, and I need your help. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Okay, so you can get more good content from me. And if you haven't joined the channel and you want to join to continue to hear great commentary and bring you great lives and videos, please join the channel. And I want to any cash app, if you want to drop a cash app for me, I would greatly appreciate it with love. Or if you want to do a super sticker, you can always do a super sticker for me. And, I appreciate that as well. And I want to say thank you guys for listening to me tonight, okay? Let me just put up the hotline once again. Domestic Violence Hotline, www.thehotline.org, or you can call the 1-800-799-SAFE. And there's my trigger warning once again. And thank you all for being part of my video. Thank you, and please watch it to the end. Thank you. And don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, guys. You have a nice, great night. Bye-bye.